dispensational premillennialism. I've created an illustration for this position, and this video will go through it and describe the position, and you can use this illustration for your own if you want to print it out and use it at a Bible study or something like that. Like with the others, they're available online. If you follow on my channel at YouTube, if you follow the Star of David, it'll take you to Timmy Cochran's resource page where you can find this material, and you can use anything there as you wish. So let's talk about dispensational premillennialism. Okay, here's the illustration of dispensational premillennialism, and basically it represents all of scriptural history. So to your left there, where you see that green arrow at the starting point, that represents creation. And then all the way to the right, the gold arrow you see, that indicates eternity future. But the spheres between there, those represent the different dispensations, different epochs of scriptural history. Now the first three that are in green, during that time God was dealing with non-Israel peoples, righteous Gentiles they're often referred to. And it wasn't Israel though. It was a people of God that was before Abraham. And so those are represented with a green color. And the first one there, the dispensation of innocence, that extends from the creation to the time of the fall. And the second dispensation, the dispensation of conscience, extends from the fall to the time of the flood. The third dispensation then, the dispensation of human government, extends from after the flood with Noah. It extends from that point there to the calling out of Abraham. So those are the first three major eras of scriptural history, and they're all found in the early chapters of Genesis. And then we move on to the next two dispensations there that are in a brown color. Now, in these dispensations, God was dealing with Israel, so they're represented as brown. And the first one, the dispensation of promise, that extends from Abraham to the time of Moses. And then the second dispensation for Israel, the dispensation of law, that extends from the time of Moses and the calling out of the children of Israel from Egypt. It extends from that time to the bringing in of the kingdom age, to the return of the Lord. It goes from the time of Moses to the return of the Lord. Now, that age has been interrupted right now by the current age we are in. And that's represented by the blue sphere there. It's the Christian church. It's called the dispensation of grace. And it extends from Pentecost, the time that the time of the coming of the Comforter. It extends from that point there to the time that the restrainer is taken out of the way. And that's the removal of the Holy Spirit and the Spirit indwelt believers. It's the close of the church age and the rapture of the church. After that event, then, the dispensation of law will be resumed right where God had left it off, and it'll run its course. Then you see the area shaded in red there. That, toward the end of the dispensation of law, right before the kingdom age, the final portion of the dispensation of law there is shaded in red. That represents the great tribulation of prophecy, and which is followed then immediately by the coming of the Lord and the parousia, the presence of the Lord on earth once again, the coming of the Lord, and then the kingdom age, with the Lord present on earth and reigning over the earth with his saints. The final dispensation then is the kingdom and the righteous of all ages, whether in the green, a righteous Gentile there, whether in the brown, righteous Israel, or in the blue, the church. We're all promised that we'll be raised to reign with Christ in his coming kingdom. And there you go, a brief introduction to dispensational premillennialism. Now there will be a follow-up video to this showing you how ante-Nicene Chiliasm is systematized into dispensational premillennialism. It'll be a video that shows you basically step by step how it's systematized that way. And it's really simpler than it sounds. And a link to that video will be given in the box below this video. And look into that. And give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And share it with others. Share my channel with your friends that are interested in eschatology. Thanks, and have a good one.